Ma'am, you didn't have to do this. Ma'am. Queen Ponzalite, you did not have to do this. I don't know. I understand clout is a hell of a drug. Attention is a very, very addictive. Uh, Listen, I'm just gonna say it like this: what you do on the stage when you are streaming, you beat Alatron from Monster Hunter World like 4,000, 4,500, 4,600 times. That is absolutely amazing. But this blindfold stuff kind of, I ain't gonna say it got you in trouble because you're always gonna have simps and other people just defend you no matter what. But yeah, you might want to step back and just get back to what you've been doing, because this is not necessarily a good look in the masses. Like I said, you're always gonna have people to follow you, but nah, you didn't have to do this. Shout out to people that want me to get into Monster Hunter, that I have played Monster Hunter with. Rated Riding Phantom on Twitter, that's my dude, and Valor on Preacher of Valor. Shout out to awesome dudes, awesome dudes. But nevertheless, let's get back into this story real quick. Apparently, Queen Ponzalot has been trying to, I ain't gonna say trying, but she's been playing playing the Monster Hunter blindfolded for a few weeks now, and it caught the attention to a lot of people. I guess they kind of brought the attention to themselves because somebody in her team or whatever threw the link into Asmongold's Reddit, and yeah, I mean that dude's extremely popular. I mean that's what you want to do if you want to get eyes on your content. But apparently, once you do that, you may get the wrong. I ain't gonna say the wrong, but you're gonna get the particular type of eyes on your content that will uh really dissect what you're doing. So when you're doing things blindfolded, you're starting to get into the speed run or the big accomplishments when it comes to beating or playing games realm. Like, like Abisoft, you got Bubsy, you got Carl Jobs, you got all these other people that follow this stuff, and they will critique you on site. And I've always said this: when call jobs come for you, you might well just call it a day, because that dude there, and I know there's others, but when that guy comes for you, it's pretty much a wrap, because he knows he's on. He finds exactly what you're doing, or he finds out what the scam or the deception that is going on. He finds it easily. So um yeah, she did one blindfold that was kind of debunked, so she decided to do another one because Asmongold wanted her to do another one. And this one that I got on the screen right here, let me see if I can point right over here. Yeah, right over there. I sat back and watched this, and I was like, yeah, this ain't right. Something's wrong here. And apparently she's been, ousted. She's been not necessarily speed running it blindfold. She's been looking through like this area of the blindfold so she could see her third monitor. And for all intents and purposes, I do have a third monitor. I have three monitors here, so it is kind of like a running theme now, like who has a third monitor. But nevertheless, she pretty much was ousted. I haven't heard anything as far as a response. I think Call Jobs and Abisoft did a fantastic video on this. Not to say that she's anything demeaning or downplaying whatever she does. I mean, like I said, I think uh she's a phenomenal Monster World gamer. I mean, she does a really good job. But when you're looking at this, when you step into these realm, when you get into this side of gaming, you got to understand that you're dealing with people who definitely absolutely critiques what you're doing, and they do a really good job of. They try to keep the integrity of that area of gaming as pure and as honest as possible. Is one reason why I do love watching guys like Call Jobs. I like watching Abisoft. I like watching Summon and Salt, which it's funny because Summon and Salt just made a video about blindfolding. And well, he just released a video about blindfolding a couple of days after this happened, which was absolutely, I thought it was just amazing because of the fact that I'm sitting here like, okay, is he making this video because of that? But you gotta understand, Summon and Salt makes videos like what 2-3 months at a time, maybe if so. There was no way that he would have known that this happened. It's just it was just a really cool. It was just a really cool coincidence that that happened that way, and I just find it. I found that amazing how that all played out. But nevertheless, I'm gonna get back to uh Miss Queen Pawns a lot. Like I think she's going to be fine. I don't think there's going to be nothing going to happen. I mean, it was all jokes and fun or whatever, but it just let this be a lesson. When you do things like this, you guys know that people are going to come for you. You know, I mean, it is what it is because a lot of people take this side of gaming very seriously, and I think it's rightfully so because there's a lot of skill goes into this type of stuff. You just go and look at some of the Salt Slaters video and watch how these guys do Mario 64 blindfolded, which I there's no way I can do that. I'm not even going to attempt. You know, I've to this day, I ain't gonna say that much that is that bad, but to this day, I still have trouble trying to beat Mario 64 in a timely fashion. As much as I know the ins and out of that game, it's just, you know, it is. And that's just me. I'm looking at the game, you know, while playing. I'm not doing it blindfolded. So for these guys to do it blindfolded in some cases under 30 minutes is absolutely that is insane. So when you look at people that are trying to, you know, mock, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, but just mock what they're doing or mimic what they're doing, it kind of takes away like people who are continuously trying to do this. I mean, they're blindfolded speed runs or just blindfolded runs all over the place. And it gets to a point where you want to admire it, but when you see stuff like this, it kind of makes you think a little bit like, all right, what's going on here? But I really believe that, you know, she learned, she'll be fine. She'll go back and do what she's doing. All is well. No, I don't think nobody's gonna really harp on it and jump on her for doing this. I mean, the way I look at it is like, nah, you really didn't have to do this. I don't, even from the beginning, like even with the first blindfold, I mean, nah. And sometimes it's one thing we have to do in society. Sometimes we just have to be honest with ourselves with what our abilities are. You know, if somebody would ask me on stream or whatever, like, dude, it's like, nah, I'm not doing that. You're not about to, you know, embarrass me, or I'm not about to embarrass myself. I can't do it. You know, knowing that I can't do it I'm not going to subject myself to doing stuff like this where you could possibly get caught, or deep down, I mean, myself, I wouldn't even feel cool just trying to pull this off in front of you guys. You know, I mean, that's just something I wouldn't do. And I feel like she kind of felt that way too, because if you look at the VOD, you go back and see like some of her reactions was like, I can't believe I did this scummy shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe I tried this. I can't believe I did this. So I'm pretty sure she knew better. And sometimes we just get, you know, we get caught up in the pressure of doing things, peer pressure, you know, the pressure of being a content creator. It does have it has its downsides, and this is one of them. So it's just something to, you know, just something to think about. Now, you know, people are making videos like, oh my god, she did this, and the thing with the phone, when she put the phone up to the screen, you know, people are really dissecting what she's doing. Ma'am, just go back and do what you've been doing. You've been good at it. I mean, you haven't been doing it for long, but you've been extremely popular, and it will just it would just be a good idea just to continue to do what you're doing. You know, you might want to step back from all of this. I don't think it's, in my opinion, you know, all publicity is good publicity in some cases, but you just don't want to be known for the person that did this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you want to be that person. I think it's something that's we are we don't want our name attached to certain things, and this, I think this is one of them, because it's not very positive at the end of the day. After a while, it start to linger, and it doesn't make things better. But that's all I wanted to say about that. I'm gonna be doing some more gameplay videos down the road. I need to get on it, and we'll just go from there. All right, y'all. I'm out. Peace.